Tonight, there is increasing excitement over President Trump's visit to Southern Illinois. We have live coverage next. Plus, hundreds gather together in Union County to remember a boy who was injured in a car crash in August. We have the latest next. Plus, a father and son from California have been following the president since he was a candidate in 2015 and are now selling his memorabilia. Those stories and more tonight on a Friday night edition of News 24 at 10. And good evening. We have a lot of news to get to, but we begin in Carbondale, where there is increasing excitement over President Trump's visit to Southern Illinois. Vendors have set up shop selling Trump memorabilia over the past couple of days, and security is also being beefed up. The rally will be held tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. at the Southern Illinois Airport, located 4 miles northwest of Carbondale. President Trump will attempt to rally in votes for Representative Mike Bost at Hangar 6. Doors open for the event at 12:30. There are only 1,200 spots available in lots south of Hangar 6, where the actual rally will take place. For that reason, overflow parking will be needed, and a shuttle will be provided for those who have to park away from the venue. About 10,000 people or more are expected to show up to the event. According to airport officials, a little over 3,000 people can fit inside the hangar, but outside seating will also be provided. No umbrellas, coolers, chairs, tripods, professional cameras, explosives, pets, or personally made banners or hats will be allowed inside the venue. If you are traveling to the rally, you will need to get to U.S. Route 51 to arrive there. If you are coming from the north, you can turn right on Airport Road toward the venue, and if you're coming from the south, you can turn left on Airport Road. Electronic signs will be placed to guide you to the rally. Organizers say things can always change, as we experienced with the Cape Rally. More information and free tickets can be found at the president's website. To the weather, where after a wet day, the sun returns tomorrow. Here's News 24's Terry Rodriguez in with the latest. All right, thanks, Terry. To Union County tonight, where Cohen Moore, who was severely injured in a car crash in August, returned home Friday. The 11-year-old boy has been recovering in St. Louis and was released from a pediatric rehab center in the morning. Gillian Moore, Cohen's mother, drove her son home, but had him a bit confused after passing their road. Little did Cohen know, Gillian had a surprise for him, a police and fire escort around Cobden with family and friends lining the streets. Alto Pass Fire Chief Luke McCann says the escort has been in the works since Cohen began progressing. Gillian recalls Cohen's reaction to the homecoming. The truly touching moment for both Gillian and Cohen was having 500 students and teachers holding handmade signs. While Cohen wasn't awed by all of the support. One of the students to receive away from Cohen is classmate and friend Michael Thomas. The two have been friends for 3 years, playing basketball together. Gillian says the family is thankful for the homecoming and community support during Cohen's recovery. Although Cohen will still need to work with a physical therapist so he can walk on his own again, she's just happy the whole family can be back together at home for the first time in nearly 3 months. A father and son from California have been following the president since he was a candidate in 2015. Lance Rogers and his son Tyler have been crisscrossing the country, stopping at nearly 80 Trump rallies in the last 3 years. They set up shop on Route 13 near the Murfreesboro Walmart, selling President Trump memorabilia to fund their travels. Both men say they're excited about what Mr. Trump means for the country. The father-son duo arrived from California Tuesday night and have seen some support and opposition to their pop-up shop. Several others have set up similar shops around the area ahead of the president's visit. Much more local news, sports, and weather is coming up next, but first, here's your Fox News update.
In Fox News. Combing through evidence. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. The FBI examining a van covered in anti-Democrat and pro-Trump stickers belonging to mail bomb suspect Cesar Sayoc. He was arrested this morning for the series of attempted bombings targeting high-profile Democrats and others.
That van loaded onto a flatbed truck in that Plantation, Florida AutoZone parking lot, which is where federal agents took their opportunity to quickly jump out and arrest Cesar Sayoc while he was there to buy something. AutoZone says they did hand over their surveillance camera footage to the FBI. Now, after a slow, heavily escorted drive to the FBI facility, the federal convoy pulled in through the gates with FBI or ATF agents standing on the front and back of the flatbed truck to keep that blue tarp on. Top security, all of it broadcast live on national television. And we've also learned that the 56-year-old suspect had been working at a Papa John's in Hollywood, Florida. Employees there would not comment on him. They said they couldn't, had to talk to corporate.
Fox's Phil Keating, if convicted, Sayoc faces decades in prison. At a rally tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina, President Trump again called for an end to violent rhetoric.
We must unify as a nation in peace, love, and in harmony. The media has a major role to play, whether they want to or not.
But later in the rally, the president appeared to target Congresswoman Maxine Waters, one of the intended victims of the mail bomb plot, though he toned down his tactics, saying he wanted people to say that he was being nice. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says 2 people are in custody after causing a disruption at the border between Maine and Canada that stopped traffic. The 2 male Canadian citizens were arrested after authorities say they stopped their vehicle between the ports of entry and refused to communicate with authorities from either country. This is Fox News.
Stop.
My opponent and his friends are running negative ads he knows are not true, falsely attacking my record as a prosecutor, and knowing I won't support Nancy Pelosi. They can focus on lies. My focus is on you. I'm fighting Big Pharma. He took their money. I'll strengthen Social Security and Medicare. He'll cut them. I'll protect people with pre-existing conditions. He won't. He protects dark money donors and the rigged system that serves the powerful few. I'll serve you. I'm Brendan Kelly, and I approve this message.
Primary brand we sell is Kubota.
It's been a very good line for us. We cater more to the sundown farmer, the hobby farmer, the guys that like to have the toys in the yard, work on their hunting properties.
Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 84 months and payments as low as $129 per month from the Kubota L2 501 tractor. See dealer for details.
We're a Kubota dealership. It's really about asking questions to try to deliver what the customer's expectations are. Our website, fbmacfoods.com. We're happy to talk with you via email or on the phone or come in.
The Southern Business Journal calls Steve Webb a leader among us. He was named Superintendent of Distinction by his peers and received the Award of Excellence for his tireless work enhancing safety in our schools and our communities. Now, we need to send him to Springfield as our state senator so he can help all of Southern Illinois. Steve Webb is a veteran educator and police officer who is not afraid to stand up to Chicago politicians. He will protect our Second Amendment rights and refuses to take their unfair government pension.
My name's Steve Webb, and I will protect Southern Illinois.
An anticipated event in Southern Illinois. From traffic to Trump, we have you covered. A presidential visit Saturday on News 24.
Do you see companies popping up advertising home generators maybe you haven't seen before? That's because they only do this when the weather's bad or maybe it's convenient for them to do this type of business. Tri-State Water, Power and Air, a company that's been in business for 23 years that has over 30,000 customers. We're one of the largest standby generator companies in the country. Who do you want to do business with? Someone that does this 365 days a year, or maybe somebody that does this part-time? We offer standby generators that can power your whole house or run a few basics. They run on natural gas and propane. We offer 24/7 emergency service, so when the weather strikes, you won't be powerless and left in the dark. Call today for a free home evaluation. Why wait?
Why wait? Call Tri-State. Tri-State Water and Air. Water and Air. One call, we'll be right there.
You sent me to
Turn that down.
fix our state. You've done some good. We've stopped a lot of bad. But like you, I'm frustrated because we haven't done enough. After decades of corruption, change doesn't come easy. We could give up and give total control to Madigan, Pritzker, and the machine that made this mess, or do the tough, honest things to save Illinois. This might be our last chance.
All right, thanks, Terry. Turning back to Murfreesboro, where final preps are still underway for the president's visit. News 24's Emma Gass is reporting live there tonight. Emma, how are organizers preparing for this event? You mind turning that down a little bit more? Yeah. And how are organizers exactly going to present or how are they going to, set up the podium, set up the gate, set up security, things like that? Yeah, and as they mentioned, security obviously the top priority when it comes to leaders visiting our area like this. Thank you, Emma, for that report tonight. And much more news, sports, and weather is coming up next. Plus, we have the latest on high school football scores in your Friday Night Sports Extra. That's coming up next on News 24. I'm Aaron Price. I hope to see you here tomorrow for the rally.
You sent me to Springfield to fix our state. We've done some good. We've stopped a lot of bad. But like you, I'm frustrated because we haven't done enough. After decades of corruption, change doesn't come easy. We could give up and give total control to Madigan, Pritzker, and the machine that made this mess, or do the tough, honest things to save Illinois. This might be our last chance.